Good evening, folks. Welcome to Spontaneous Sunday. My name should be Will Shows. As I said yesterday, where there's a will, there is a way. Today's theme is The Way, Part 2, Part 2, Part Dos. Yes, so this is Part 2 of this weekend series, theme of The Way. There's so many songs that involve the way, and there was enough for more than 2 programs, but we've squished what I can squish into this 2-way, spontaneous series. 2-way, 2-program thing, 2-day event. So thank you all for being here. My name actually is Aaron Schiles, and I am here in Los Angeles, California, on this nice and calming down, like weather-wise, Sunday evening. We have had like 70s this week, kind of mild, but I'm looking forward to fall temperatures at some point, even though we're in November, but this is LA, and so this is what it is. But yeah, so we'll find a way somehow, you know? All right, well, that opening one there was Journey, of course. The song is called Separate Ways. So if you use Google Maps, then, of course, you are separate from Waze, which is another app that you can use to navigate. So there are WAZE is another way you can look at the word Waze. But as you might have seen on the thumbnail of this program, there is a giant red piano sitting on a scale. And the scale says it weighs a lot. That's WAYS. Anyhow, I refuse to spell it the way it should be spelled because the program is themed Ways, WAYS. There you go. All right. So I saw, as I was preparing to hit go here, I saw a request for this one. So I already planned to do this one. So I will do it next. There was a request for some Aerosmith. And let's see, if you were to be a blacksmith, that's where you're making iron. Aerosmith, what are you making with Aerosmith? I don't really know. Aeroplanes? Yeah. All right. What did they say? How does that joke go? When I went when I went to get a new dog, and the dog was the breeder of the dog was actually a blacksmith. And I brought the dog home, set him down on the floor, and immediately he made a bolt for the door. Anyway, that's when you buy a dog from a blacksmith. All right, so Aerosmith is this next one. All right, this one's called Walk This Way. I hope you enjoy. This Way. That is Aerosmith. Yes, all right. Um, well, that was the request. I have to look and see who made that request. So let's go to the chat now and see who is here. Actually, let me change cameras. Let's go to the wide camera over there. Hello, hello. Yes, you notice that today I've got over there the logo is in a different place today. So I thought that would be kind of something different. Also, I always had a challenge when the logo is right in the middle of the screen. You know, it's like right there. And then when I'm sitting here, it's like my face is the logo. I am my own brand. All right, so let's go back to the top of the chat here. Okay, Matt Leach was first here. Says he enjoyed my organ playing at FUMC this morning. Got to do Frankie Sinatra's "I Did It My Way." Well, I did play it my way. I played My Way yesterday on the stream, and I sang it as well. So, yes, I will ask you to go back to yesterday's stream and watch that one. That was actually not too bad. I usually don't love my own voice when I'm singing, but I sing usually out of necessity, and just if I have songs that I write, there's nobody else to sing the songs, and so I often record them myself. But I like singing. I just don't think I have the best voice. So anyhow, I thought yesterday's was not too bad. I went back and listened to it. I was like, all right, well, I did sing it my way. Anyway, Matt Leach was first. So hi, Matt. Robert Varner was next. Hi, Robert. Cam is here, I'm assuming with Kristen. Paul says, just the way you are. I want it that way. That was another one we did yesterday. Was I Want It Not That Way, the Backstreet Boys. That was yesterday's stream. By the way, if not, I'm going to walk this way. Well, Paul, yes, there you go. Welcome, and welcome back, by the way. I know you were on a trip this week. Yes. Let's see here. Rue is here. Hi, Rue. Good to see you. Brooks is here. Hi, Brooks. Way too weird. It is way too weird meeting all of us here, right? Twice in one weekend. Georges is here. Hi, Georges. Good to see you. Let's see. Joe Humans is here. Scooby Dooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? Aren't you in South Carolina? Isn't that where? If you're Scooby Doo. All right. Welcome. And Jerry is here in Ohio. Oh, Io. Yes, welcome, Jerry. Let's see. Keep going down the list here. Everyone's got this nice chatter back and forth. Any new names? I thought I saw some new names later on. Let's see here. Jerry sent a super chat. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. All right. And Cam likes where I put the spontaneous under banner. Thank you. Yes, it was one of those, last minute decisions. I thought, well, let's just try this. Brooks says part duo. I have no idea what you're talking about. Who is duo? I feel like I'm being watched. Anyhow, Jeff Conley. Good to see you, Jeff. Let's see. Is this your first time here, or have you been here before? If not, then welcome. We do this every Sunday. And it goes all over the place. Brooks says many ways is, or is that ways in? I don't know. Is ways in the German way? Yes. Or German is vague, right? W-E-G. Matt also says walk this way, or maybe he was saying that when I was playing. Yes. All right. Yes, he was saying just give me a kiss like this. Yes. Nice. All right. Cool. Tsanghua is here in Germany. You are up late, but welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. That's so cool. You're here like every week. That's so nice. I feel like I'm like disrupting your sleep patterns or something. But I'm really glad you're here. So thanks for being here. Julian's here. Hi, Julian. Good to see you. Am I missing? Gerald Long is here. Hi, Gerald. I think. Am I correct in assuming and thinking and believing that today is Gerald's birthday, or he had a birthday very recently? I think it's today, right? If so, we should do some happy birthday for Gerald, who I see requested "The Way We Were." That was also done yesterday. So there's so many Way songs. The Way We Were was done yesterday by Melissa. She sang it and did it way better than I could do as a solo piano piece. I'm not going to sing that for you. But yesterday's stream has that one. I'll read off the list to you quickly here if you want to see the list of things from yesterday. The Way You Make Me Feel, Michael Jackson. The Way You Love Me by Faith Hill. One Way or Another by Blondie. Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. I'll do the Billy Joel one today. That's the Way It Is, Celine Dion. E-I-E-I-O. If you were there, you know that. On My Way. This is Phil Collins from the movie Brother Bear. The Way We Were, Marvin Hamlish. I Want It That Way, Backstreet Boys. My Way, Frank Sinatra. Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And Something Happened on the Way to Heaven, Phil Collins. So that was yesterday's list. If you have ideas for requests, I have a lot more ways to do way songs today. So we're going to try that. All right. So Gerald, birthday time. Happy birthday, Gerald. There you go. Happy birthday, Gerald. In all kinds of keys. I was trying to figure out what I was doing there. I was walking down first by seconds. I started on G, went to F, and I went to E flat, and I went to D flat, and then I skipped C, went to B flat. Anyway, I don't know why my brain works that way. I was going downhill, which is not a good thing for a birthday, right? But it offered a nice low ending because the piano has a low B flat, and I could get down there on that one. Anyway, I hope you had a good day. All right. Next up here, let's see. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Peter Frampton. Let's see here. Actually, there might be 2 songs tonight by Peter Frampton. Just be advised. Yeah, there may be 2 Peter Frampton songs tonight, but this is one of them. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. 1975. The song is called "Baby, I Love Your Way." Peter Frampton, "Baby I Love Your Way." That's one that I was really wanting to sing that. I thought, oh, this is such a good chorus, but it's too high for me. But I'm hoping you at home sang along. That's one of those ones that you just have to sing the chorus along. Yes. All right. Okay. Let's see what is next here. Oh, this is another one that I've done before. And I'll try something different this time around and see if this works, but a little bit different of a sound. Let's try this. Yes, that one, I wanted to see my face the whole time. It's just one of those sounds. I was just messing with settings today, and you might remember there are some folks, actually Peter Frampton was one of them, that would use this effect. It's called a wah-wah, or a wah pedal. And basically the wah pedal, for lack of a better word, it shifts through or cycles through or passes through a variety of tweaks to audio. We call them like EQ, equalization, turning the high frequencies or mid frequencies. So it does a pass over that in a way that makes it sound like ow or wah, oh wah. Those weird sounds, right? And you can hear that wow, wow, wow. It's a wah sound, so it's a wah pedal sound. Yeah, Peter Frampton would use that a lot. You hear him doing wow, 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 and he used the talk box and stuff. But yeah, that's one of those sounds I don't really lean into very often. And if you have an actual pedal, you can control those. It's kind of like a on an organ, like a swell pedal or something. But it's you can control the passing through that equalization and making it sound like a wah sound. So anyhow, it's a very big guitar thing, but I had to hear on the piano tonight. So that was that was getting our way to San Jose. Because do you know the way to San Jose? I have not been to San Jose, so I can't tell you that I know the way. I know kind of where it is, but yeah, it's up that way somewhere. It's north of me. I'm pointing to the sky, so there you go. All right. This next one is a favorite of mine. I saw this artist this year, actually, at this place, the Troubadour, over in Beverly Hills. And yeah, he played this song. He always plays this song in a different way from the original recording, which came out in the 80s, 1986? 86, yeah, I want to say it was like 1990, but it's 86. This artist is from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Fredericksburg is south of D.C. Anyway, he has traveled the world. He has written songs for so many artists, and people don't often know his name unless you're really into sort of piano rock and stuff. But he has written a lot of music, and I really do love his music. This is the first time I'll try singing some of this. I don't know if I'll sing the whole thing, but maybe a little bit of it for you. This is Bruce Hornsby. And the song is probably his biggest hit, actually. The song is called The Way It Is, or That's Just the Way It Is. Let me see here. Is this the right? I think this is the correct. There we go. Is this it? Wait. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Get my drums right there. It's a total different bank of settings I had to go into for this one. All right, this is Bruce Hornsby. The song is called That's the Way It Is, or The Way It Is. Hope you enjoy. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe it? They do. I said, hey old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? He said, That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe that? Don't you believe them? That's Bruce Hornsby in The Range, The Way It Is. I wish I could sing like he does, but it is such a cool song and such a good message as well. Just kind of reminding us of the way things are, but not necessarily always should be. You know, you've got to make some change at some point in time, and that song is all about that. You know, you think this is just the way things are, but it doesn't have to be this way. Anyhow, a lot of ways tonight, right? All right, this next one is by James Taylor, 1968. This was written. This may have been back when he was kind of BFFs, best friends forever with the Beatles. He was recording in the same studio as they were. This goes back to that era, and the song is called "Something in the Way She Moves." I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now, quite a long, long time, and I feel fine. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now, quite a long, long time, and I feel fine. Something in the way she moves looks my way or calls my name. It seems to leave this troubled world behind. If I'm feeling down and blue, troubled by some foolish game, she always seems to make me change my mind. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now, quite a long, long time, and I feel fine. That is James Taylor, Something in the Way She Moves. I didn't want to sing all the verses of that, but it's just nice to sort of do the fingerpick guitar stuff for a while. It sounds so, I don't know, it's just a nice, it's a different way of playing piano, but if you think about kind of the guitar player playing, and that's kind of what I'm mimicking there. So anyhow, I love that song, yeah. And that was another artist that I have seen this year in person. That was back in, I think in May, I saw James Taylor. I would have my other hat on. I've got a Hollywood Bowl hat I could wear. That was where I saw him. And I was with Melissa on that one, actually. And I think I just saw her join in the chat. So hi, Melissa. Welcome. On the other side of the camera this time, since you were here yesterday. But we saw James Taylor back in May. Such a good concert, and I've been slowly just acquiring an entire wardrobe of musician T-shirts as I've been going to these programs, yeah, it's just part of being a musician, I guess. You just kind of You want to have the merchandise and the gear just because you support these people. And honestly, when in today's day and age, merchandise is kind of a big way of supporting an artist. They can make these albums and things, but with streaming services and stuff as they are, you make just fractions of a penny on each stream. It's very, very small. And so buying merchandise, buying tickets to concerts is the way to support live music. And I just love that I had the ability to do this here on YouTube and give you guys programs every week like this. This is fun for me. This was a little challenge to myself during COVID of, I've always been an improviser and have always had outlets in ways to improvise in real life. But of course, when COVID hit, there was none of that. And so I decided to make my own way to do this. And this is what YouTube has been. It's been a way for me to force myself in a way. That's a harsh word to say, but I really enjoy it. But if you don't use it, you lose it. And it's a way to sort of just make myself do this every week. And back then it was Wednesdays and Sundays. It was a Wing It Wednesday was the Wednesday theme, and I would play piano. And then Sunday was Spontaneous Sunday, and I would just play organ on Sundays. And now it's kind of all squished, and I do a variety on Sundays just because life is back to what it is, and there's jobs and all that stuff. But we do once a month. We have this weekend. We have a Saturday and Sunday stream. So I find ways to change it up. I do piano sometimes, to do home Hauptwerk organ sometimes, I do church organ sometimes. So I've got a whole portable streaming setup that I just carry from place to place. And hopefully in the future we can do streams from other places as well. If I can get access to some other places, other churches and stuff, to do some streams, that would be kind of fun. So anyhow, it is very important to support live music. This is how we make a living. This is how we just get out there and we play music. This is just a kind of a different format where I don't see all of you, visually in the room, but you're here with me across thousands of miles. It's so cool. What a time to be alive that I can just push buttons on my computer and then you all can see me and I can play music for you. It's just no other time in history being able to do something like this. It's such a crazy thing we're able to just by ourselves in this time in history to do this. Sort of a one-stop shop. It's really, really cool. So I appreciate all of you. You guys are what make this possible. Otherwise it would just be me and a camera with nobody watching, and that would be fine. A lot of my days are by myself doing that, but it is so special to be able to do this with all of you. So thank you so much for being here. Next one up here is my favorite artist, and I mentioned this earlier today. I was going to do something by him, so let me find a good sound for this. I haven't really picked a sound out for it yet, so let me... It's not bad. Let me add a little bit of a chorus effect to it. Ooh, that's nice. How about a little more? No, it's too far. Do a phasing effect? It's not bad. All right. This next one's by Billy Joel. I mentioned this earlier in the program and also yesterday when we did the song by the same name. This is a song that came out 1977, a great year, I keep saying that. That was the year the Stranger album came out by Billy Joel, and that was his biggest hit album. And it was just loaded with hits. And this probably was one of the top ones on that album. Everyone thinks of Billy Joel as Piano Man, but that was not this album. That was before this. This was sort of a culmination of things, and he had this was sort of his last shot. The story goes with the studios to have an album that would be successful, and he certainly delivered with this. This was one of those things. I think the story behind this song goes that he was in some kind of a meeting with either the studio people, the producers and things, or somebody, and I think they had a big conference table. And this is what he tells the story. And he was at a window. He had got up and walked around the room as they were talking and went to the window. And this melody came to him. And he claims he just ran out of the room and went to write this melody down. It's not the most intuitive melody, but it's quite beautiful and quite catchy. And I'm going to play it for you now. This is called Just the Way You Are. never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. I would not leave you in times of trouble. You never could have come this far. I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new fashion. Don't change the color of your hair. You always had my unspoken passion, although I might not seem to care. I don't want clever conversation, no. I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. I need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. Oh, what will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I said I'd love you, and that's forever, and this I promise from the heart. I couldn't love you any better. I love you just the way you are. I don't want clever conversation, no. I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you Billy Joel, Just the Way You Are. And that's one of those songs also that just the words are so well written in that song. I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. Yeah, so great. That was written for one of his ex-wives. But like I've said before, when I was in college, I really got into a lot of his music, and it was just, it was eye-opening for me that, I grew up thinking that piano players weren't the rock stars. It was the guitar players. And I played guitar, but I was never the guitar, like rock guitar player. I never was in a band like that. And then I discovered that people like Billy Joel and like Elton John and Bruce Hornsby, um, Ray Charles, just and Stevie Wonder. They all these people like were doing this and playing in front of thousands of people and just yeah, spreading the joy and the love. And this is what we all do. So or try to do anyways with music. So anyhow, that's what sort of got me into his music, and I always try to play it as much as I can. And that was another artist that I have seen this year live. It has been an amazing year for artists that I've seen in person, and I think part of that just being in LA and everyone comes through here, which is such a cool thing. Had the opportunity to be able to see people that I am inspired by, and I mentioned yesterday with Melissa that we saw the Quincy Jones concert last year. He wasn't at the concert, but Stevie Wonder was, and it was a surprise, and they brought him out, and it's just amazing to be in a place where these artists all kind of live and work and at least pass through all regularly, because you never know who you're going to run into and who you get to work with. And I've done so many gigs where I show up and I had no idea that the person that I'm just going to play with is the person that's there, and it's been really cool to experience these surprises along the way. What is this life that I lead? Anyhow, another Peter Frampton one for you. Am I running on time here? Oh, that's okay. Peter Frampton for you. This one's 1975. Another Frampton song that includes "The Way," and I didn't. I didn't think about the fact that he has two songs that have "The Way" in it. But here we are. So the last one was "Baby, I Love Your Way." This one's called "Show Me the Way." So here we go. That's Show Me the Way by Peter Frampton. And for those of you wondering why I was making those weird sounds, well, if you know who Peter Frampton is, you know that he has a talk box with his guitar. And the talk box is basically this clear tube that you basically bite onto, and it comes out of your mouth while you're playing, and it feeds into an effect box of sorts, effect pedal, that when you play a note, I don't really know all the stuff behind it, but when you play a note, you can form the shape of your mouth in different versions of O and ah sounds, and the notes that you're playing on the guitar get filtered through that talk box, and so you get these ow, wow, wow. Whatever your mouth shape is, it does that. So he's playing these notes, wow, 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 but he's making mouth shapes that make the notes sound like that. It's called a talk box. If you YouTube that, you can see a bunch of people using those things. But anyway, yes, so that is Peter Frampton, Show Me the Way. All right. Let's see, maybe two more for you tonight. No, let's do a couple more. Let's see here. This is a good one. That is Paul Simon, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. That's 1975 on that one. And I did not even bother trying to figure out the drums for that because it does change in the middle of the song. It goes that sort of 2-beat feel in the middle. And then, yeah, anyway, it works better as a piano solo, I think. Okay. What's next? All right, I'll do this one next. I did Billy Joel with Just the Way You Are this evening, and I told you there was another artist that I got into in college. This was this other artist, and let's see here. He began a little earlier than Billy Joel did. I would say earlier in the 70s, but I don't know if you want to compare the fame of both of them. They both have toured together, and I saw them on tour together back in 2009, I think it was. It was before I lived in North Carolina, but I drove down to North Carolina at the time and saw them do this. It's called a face-to-face tour, basically 2 pianos facing each other and their respective bands of each of the artists playing together. Yeah, so this is Elton John, and I don't know if I have even a good drum track for this. Maybe I'll use this one. Yes, this is one of his, I wouldn't say modern songs. This came out in the 90s, but one of the ones that when I was listening to all his music, I really got into because it was in a lower key that I could sing, and yeah, we'll try it tonight as well. So this is a song called Something About the Way You Look Tonight. Now, yesterday, I played, in my outro music, I played, The Way You Look Tonight. And I think at one point in time, this is one of those memories that's been burned in my brain. At one point in time, earlier on in my spontaneous Sunday programs, I think there was a request for, someone just wrote The Way You Look Tonight as a request, and I read it as Something About the Way You Look Tonight, and I played that one instead of the one they wanted. So I have that in my brain. But I've played that other one, so this is the Elton John one, Something About the Way You Look Tonight. 1997 on this, so hope you enjoy. Was everything and nothing all in one. When you found me, I was feeling like a cloud across the sun. I mean to tell you how you light up every second of the day. In the moonlight, you just shine like a beacon on the bay. And I can't explain, but it's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. It's that feeling I get about and I can't describe, but it's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. The way takes my breath away. The way you look tonight. 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 Oh, such a good song. That's Something About the Way You Look Tonight. Elton John. Actually, in some ways, that one is, to me, just equally as fun as The Way You Look Tonight. Anyhow, but a lot of fun either way. All right. Whew. I'm getting worn out here, but I will do this one because I told Cam I would do this one. And I know Cam likes this group. So I like this group as well. I don't think I've played an organ before, but I don't know if I've played this on piano in a live stream. There's a question mark there. So we're going to try this tonight. I'm not going to sing it, but we're going to play it. So this goes back to the late 70s. This is 1979 on this. We've had a lot of variation tonight. We had a lot of variation yesterday, too. Yesterday was kind of some more modern ones, actually, as well, but of the last 20 years. But tonight's been more like 70s, 80s, and 90s, I suppose. So we're covering the entire gamut of 60 years in 2 days. So it's all in the way we do things, all right? Spontaneous Sunday is the way. All right. This is a theme I just need to revisit again because there's so much more I can get to with Way's songs. But anyhow, this is going to be one of the last ones for you, maybe even the last one for you. We'll see how I feel when I'm playing this. But this is a song by Supertramp, and this is just a great song altogether. So words and music by Rick Davies and Roger Hodgson, if I can speak. And the song is called Take the Long Way Home. That is Take the Long Way Home. Supertramp. What a way to end this program this evening. All right, very, very cool. So thank you all so much for listening the last hour and a half. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and I have had such a blast exploring all the ways there are songs that have the way in them. And like I said, we've got so many more of these. By the way, quick shout out. I saw Nancy join us. Hi, Nancy. And I think I saw, is it Enrique in Uruguay as well? Welcome. So thank you all so much for tuning in this evening. It's been a blast. So I look forward to finding some new ways of some songs in the future. I forgot one this evening that I'm not going to play until next time. Some Fleetwood Mac for you, but you can guess which one that one would be. Also another one of those sort of sending songs, but I think I'm going to end it right here. This is a good place. Take the Long Way Home. Whew. All right, so next weekend, I'll be back here on Sunday with, I believe, actually, I'll probably be at home, I think. I'll do my home organ setup for next weekend. But stay tuned for that. I'll update you as the week goes on. On the theme for that, we're closing in on Thanksgiving, so maybe some harvest theme coming up pretty soon here. But also some kind of fun gigs I've got coming up as well. So I'm looking forward to the next few weeks. And then slight vacation for Thanksgiving, and then busyness for December again until Christmas. But that's how it goes. It's all about bringing music to everybody else and giving some joy and some positivity in a chaotic world sometimes. You know, there's some things that we all have to struggle with ourselves in this life, and the world is not a simple place, and our jobs and our lives are complicated, and I'm just so grateful that I have music in me and the ability to play music just to kind of get it out, just to vent through pushing keys and hearing beautiful music. I really I'm so glad that I have this gift. It's as much for me as it is for you. So I'm glad that I can hopefully provide some solace, some toe tapping, some fun energy every week for you all. And if you want to support these programs, you totally can. There are links in the bottom of the screen there as a QR code as well. But again, I just appreciate you being here in general. So no need to do these things otherwise, but any little bit is also appreciated as well. But anyway, next Sunday, I'll see you all again. So have a safe and cool and healthy and joyful week. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.